All right, fellow Vikings, welcome back. This time, I need your help. So, I don't know if help is the right word. I think it's more like advice. Um, yeah, I'm sitting in a chair right now. Um, my back's hurting pretty bad, and I'm having trouble standing. And also, I'm probably not going to do many videos this week because I have multiple appointments I have to go to. One of which they're gonna knock me out and I'm gonna be asleep for like a day or two or something like that. They said I'll be asleep for the entire first day, and the next day I'll probably be groggy. But that's has nothing to do with this. Um, yeah. So the yesterday, all right. Um, yeah, a thing happened and it wasn't the best. One of our neighbors drove by around this corner, right? Mind you, I'm sitting in an area where you can see around most of that corner. Yeah, it's a sharp turn right there, right? It's over 90 degrees, and there's evergreens growing all the way around it. You cannot see around that corner. Doesn't matter if it's summer, winter, doesn't matter what time of day it is. Um, Shoot, you half the time you won't even see the lights from around the corner, right? And a couple of our neighbors decided, or I say they've always done this. They just don't slow down. Um, yeah, they don't slow down around that corner at all. Maybe recently just a little tiny bit because there's a pothole over here, right over there. Um, so they've started slowing down because of the pothole, and they have one of their vehicles is a low clearance vehicle, so it makes it, you know how it is going over a pothole is a low clearance vehicle. But I guess the neighbor was in a hurry and didn't care what was in the road, didn't care who was in the road. They weren't slowing down. Um, they went hauling around this corner, right? Enough that they were kicking up dirt and everything. Um, it had to have been over 25 miles an hour, 30 miles an hour around a corner you can't see around. And we were over, I don't know if you can see from here, we were on my side, right over there. We were right there, right on the far side with our goat Sheldon on a leash, taking him over to the corner and everything to eat. And as they went around the corner, we yelled, slow down, and the neighbor flipped us off, right? Mind you, they were really close to hitting us, and they flipped us off, and then they went down the road, and I'd say an hour or so later, right, the sheriff showed up saying that she called the sheriff on us because she almost hit us with the car. She said that our goats were just free roaming, which they're not. They're all on leashes. We do have a couple that break out of the pen, and I'm typically right there with them, putting them back in. They're little, they can fit through the wiring, and you don't want to get chain link fence or anything like that with goats because they can rip their horns out. So when they're really tiny like that, they they're susceptible to being able to get through the fence. I mean, the fences are literally about the size of that square, and their little bodies can fit through there. So I got to watch and, you know, put them back in periodically throughout the day. But we don't really have a problem with the little ones. It was the big one that she almost hit. It was Sheldon, all right, and a human being standing there on the side of the road. They couldn't see around the corner, and this neighbor almost plowed into him. Now, mind you, this isn't the first time this neighbor has done this, right? That neighbor, it was another neighbor in that family, all right, that lived in the same house. I'm not using names on purpose, and if you're one of my neighbors watching this, you come talk to me and I'll tell you who it is, all right? But well, a family member was here. They almost hit my family member going around that corner. They were on the inside of the corner, and they took the corner sharp, and they got really close. You know, it's But yeah, and again, that wasn't even the first instance with them. A good year or so before I moved here, right? That neighbor, one of the family members in that family, right, that live in that household, was on quads and drove through my neighbor's fence. Like went around the corner so fast that they can control it, and they went through the barbed wire fence right there, breaking down a couple of the wires. Um, yeah, yeah. But yeah, so here's where I need your advice, right? I've contacted the sheriff's department for proper signage and everything because they suggested me I might want to get signs, put signs up, right? And I contact them what signs would be legal, what signs would be illegal. What if I put my own speed limit sign up? You know, would that be legal? Would it be legal for me to put a slow down, danger, curve, children and animals that play, you know, sign, you know, but honestly, like they've stopped here. We've talked with them and all that. All right. I've talked with them multiple times. They've been doing this forever. They're in the mindset that they're not going to stop doing it. So, I mean, what am I supposed to do here? You know, it's a rough situation. Where I need advice is what would you do in this situation? Right. Um, I don't know what I'm at like my wit's end thinking of what I could do, you know, because I try to be a friendly person, right? Even now, even after all this, they drove back by. I waved and said hi. You know, I'm not going to be vindictive about it. You know, no one was hurt. There's no harm caused. I don't know why they felt they needed to call the sheriff. You know, uh, honestly, you'd probably done better if you came over and talked to me. You know, the sheriff came over. I was over at the neighbor's, you know, helping her with some wire. She has horses over there, and they dropped a tree, and there was spikes sticking up off this tree because this tree has like good 5-6 inch thorns on it. And we're fencing off that area so we can go through and clean up all of the spikes that might have been there, you know, before the horses can step on it. And so that while they're haying over there, they're not gonna pop any tires or anything. So we temporarily put up some fencing over there. That's part of probably why my back hurts right now. But that was a couple days ago or yesterday. But I was over helping with a fence when the sheriff showed up. You know, I mean, yeah, I don't understand why someone would almost hit a human being, you know, almost hit someone and then call the sheriff on them. You know, it would make far more sense to me if if I almost hit someone, I'm gonna apologize profusely. All right, I don't care what I'm going through. All right, I almost hurt someone. I'm gonna apologize. You know, even if no harm was done, I'm gonna do my best to make sure that they're okay, not flip them off and then call the sheriff. You know, I don't know. I'm not trying to talk ill about them. You know, I'm not trying to like uh, cause any conflict with it. I just really need advice on how to take care of the situation because I mean, there's not much more I can do here. I'm gonna buy signage. I'm waiting for a response from the sheriff's department on what legal signage I can put up. They said I could put up a slow children at play sign, you know, and I'm like, I don't have kids, so I'm not gonna be dishonest. And he's like, yeah, yeah, I understand that one, but I would do it anyway. And I'm like, that's dishonest. I can't do that. Um, yeah, I know. Maybe I need to pop out some babies so I can put up that sign, right? No, for real though. Like, what would you do in this situation? My phone's about to die, so I'm gonna consider this done, and I'll see you guys later.